Joining me today again for another week is Fresno City College football coach Tony Caviglia. Coach, how are you doing today?
Good. How you doing, Anthony?
I'm good, Coach. Thanks for asking. Tough one on Saturday against City College in San Francisco. Uh, it's really, like I said, a tough one. Um, what happened out there? First of all, let me ask you, can you recap the game for those who did follow on the radio?
Well, it was a hard-fought contest. It was back and forth. We were behind. We caught up. We made a good run in the second half. Um, it um, it was one of those games, good on good, where it could have went either way. We left a lot of plays out on the field that we'd like to have back, and um, we played extremely hard. We played. Made some fabulous plays, did some really good things, but we also had some mistakes that hurt us a little bit. So, the game of football, you got to be firing on all cylinders when you play real good teams. The offense has to be clicking, the defense has to get stops, and the kicking game's got to come through at key points. And we weren't quite able to do that. And um, but we got a lot of positives to take out of this game, and we're going to get to work on that starting today.
What are some of the positives did you get out of that game?
Well, it was Marquise Cropper had a little breakout game. He had two touchdowns in the first half, and I think he's just starting to get healthy again. You know, we lost Jacob English, in the first half with a minor leg injury. Um, I don't, I think there's a lot of things that we did up front. We had a couple sacks early in the game, and our defense played extremely hard. Not necessarily great, but they played hard, and um, there's some positives to take out of that.
What about your quarterback play? I was listening to the game. Obviously, the game was a stream, but English came in there and just gave you guys a big spark. What did you see from him during the game?
Well, we got Yaji's a great quarterback. He understands the system, understands the offense. He has a lot of experience. He's our starting quarterback, and he can extend plays, but he feels more comfortable throwing it in the pocket. His accuracy has gotten better each week, but his feel for the game is exceptional. And then you got Christian English, who is he's got a lot of tools. I mean, he's extremely fast. He's actually shown great accuracy throwing the football, which is good in games. And he's really he comes in and gives us a spark when he gets on the field. And I just think those two guys are quarterbacks that are going to be tough for defenses to defend. Because they both have different styles. And then David Marquez has got a little combination of both those two guys. He can extend plays, run, and he's good in the pocket. So I feel comfortable with whoever's in there, but we really like the minutes that Christian gave us. In the second half of that game, and kind of brought us back a little bit, and a couple throws here and there, and the last play to Noe, just 3 feet, he was open and he was just missing by 3 feet, and that would have been a great 1 second catch for a victory, and we would all been happy right now. But that's a game of football, and we're just understand this is a marathon, not a sprint, and we got to get better each week.
Nonetheless, you had an opportunity to win the game with a field goal, and you tried. What was it, a 59-yard attempt or something?
Yeah, it was the wind was just howling. So, we caught that we had the wind at our back, and probably could have thrown a pass over the middle and maybe used a timeout, but we only had, I think, 8 seconds left at that point. Um, Instead, we tried to take a shot down the field and uh, to Noe down the sideline, and actually he came free, got open, and just was just under overthrown a little bit. And I think the wind got a hold of that ball also. But yeah, he had enough distance. He just kind of pulled it a little bit.
I couldn't help but notice again. I was listening to the game on the radio. Scott Beavis and Coach Pulley always do a great job on Kaido. But just wondering, there was a one play where you completed a pass, or a Christian completed a pass, and instead of using timeout, he spiked it. Did you feel like you lost some minutes there or seconds that
Yeah,
you could have?
we lost about 6 8 seconds there. Just it just we had timeouts to use and probably could have used a timeout in that situation, but the officials had stopped the clock for whatever reason, and we didn't feel the official came to the sideline and said, "Did you call timeout?" And the clock was stopped, wasn't ticking, and I said, "No, we didn't call timeout, and we were on the ball and we just spiked it." So we really only lost 6 to 8 seconds on that one.
Seemed like the clock was an issue during the game. Just listening to the guys.
Well, it's San Francisco. I don't think they have even numbers up there on their clock. I think it just all just goes to odd numbers. So
Okay.
it I don't know. It just the clock just kind of does whatever. It's just when you play up there, it's like playing on Mars. It's different, and yeah, all of a sudden you look up at the clock and you lost time and you don't know why.
Like you said, it's a game of football. Now, moving
Oh
ahead,
no, San Francisco has
now,
nothing to do with football. If it's football,
right.
if it's done
Well, San
right, but
Francisco. I mean,
yeah.
it's always been a hard luck for you in San Francisco, but now that game's over with. Now you got San Mateo coming up. I kind of feel like this is a game that you got to win to help your RPI down the road. And obviously, San Mateo is always a tough team, defending state champions. How do you prepare for a team like this coming into Ratcliffe?
Yeah, they're a very good team. We got to eliminate mistakes because when you make mistakes against good teams, it snowballs. And I think we're getting better. We're still young. We're still making young mistakes, but we're talented and we really played good enough to win. We just didn't finish the game the way we hoped to be able to do. San Mateo comes in. They're a little different style offense and defense than San Francisco, so we got to adjust what we do a little bit and eliminate mistakes and eliminate explosive plays. Um, and I think we'll go down. We'll go a long way helping us win this game.
But yeah, I mean, especially if you come away with the win and head into the bye week and open up Valley Conference against Modesto, but that's weeks away or a couple weeks away. So first things first, San Mateo, huge game for you guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. Fresno State's got a bye. I think we'll have a good crowd coming in, so we'll see how it rolls.
All right, Coach, appreciate it. Hey, Coach, thanks for joining me again today. Good luck this Saturday against San Mateo. Game time 5 p.m.
Yes, sir.
All right, great.